Last night I got a call from the PA of Mr. Ramaphosa while I was having supper in a restaurant, asking me if I can speak to Mr. Ramaphosa. So, without divulging things, I was asked if I can arrange a quick talk between Ramaphosa and Elon last night. So I said, all right, so I did. And
President Cyril Ramaphosa says he hopes for an investment relationship between South Africa and businessman Elon Musk. That's what he told SABC News at the end of his visit to the United Nations in New York and after meeting with a South African-born American entrepreneur on Monday.
Meeting Elon Musk was a clear intention of mine because I had spoken to him on the phone, and when I came to New York I said I'd like to meet him. It's a whole process. Some people call it a bromance. It's a whole process of rekindling his affection and connection with South Africa. And of course, it can be a love affair. It can be an investment relationship. He's in businesses that are invested in many parts of the world. And so he is a top layer business person who is very entrepreneurial and would like to interest him more in South Africa in a variety of areas. And he's already looking at our country with some interest in a number of sectors.
We have a policy called Black Economic Empowerment, BEE. The reason Starlink isn't in South Africa yet is because the South African government said to Elon Musk, if you want to bring Starlink to South Africa, you've got to give 30% of your business to a black person, and we'll tell you who.
Who said this? Jacob Zuma?
Our government says it. It's a government policy.
So whatever business you're running, I'm doing $100 million a year. I built this thing myself. I have to give it to a black person, 30% of it, and they pick and choose who it is.
If you have any dealing with the government, if you have any dealing with the South African government.
So if I have a government contract and I'm doing business with them, 30% of the ownership of the company needs to go to a black person that they choose.
Or that you choose that's acceptable to them.
The South African government has published a draft policy for public comment that could open the door for Elon Musk's Starlink to begin operations in the country. Announced by the Communications Minister and published in the Government Gazette, the proposed policy introduces a potential workaround to a clause in the Electronic Communications Act. This clause currently requires that license holders be at least 30% owned by historically disadvantaged South Africans, a requirement that has so far blocked Starlink, owned by SpaceX, from applying for a local license. The policy suggests allowing companies to meet this requirement through an equity equivalence program, a mechanism already used in other sectors. This approach enables multinational firms to bypass direct ownership rules by investing in socio-economic development initiatives within the country. For Starlink, such initiatives could include donating satellite internet equipment to rural schools and libraries. Supporters of the idea argue this could significantly expand internet access in underserved areas.
The South African government is working around the rules on black ownership in order to allow Starlink in, and that is being done on the eve of the visit that President Ramaphosa is going to make to the White House. Do you recognize that as a conflict of interest?
No, of course not. First of all, you should be questioning why are there racist laws in South Africa? That's the first problem. That's what you should be attacking. It's improper for there to be racist laws in South Africa. The whole idea with what Nelson Mandela, who was a great man, proposed was that all races should be on an equal footing in South Africa. That's the right thing to do, not to replace one set of racist laws with another set of racist laws, which is utterly wrong and improper. So that's the deal, that all races should be treated equally, and there should be no preference given to one or the other. Whereas there are now 140 laws in South Africa that give that basically give strong preference to if you're a black South African, and not otherwise. And so now I'm in this absurd situation where I was born in South Africa but cannot get a license to operate in Starlink because I'm not black.
Well, it looks like that's looks like that's about to change.
I just asked you a question. Please answer. Does that seem right to you?
Well, those rules were designed to bring.
Yes or no?
Those rules were designed to bring about an era of more economic equality in South Africa, and it looks like the government has found a way around those rules for you.
Ask your question.
This is your interview. Everyone wants to hear from you.
Ask your question. Yes or no?
Not
Racist
for me.
laws, yes or no?
Not for me to answer. I have got a question for you about your government work though and the amount of savings.
Why do you like racist laws?
This is not for me to answer. Come on.
Yes, it is.
Now, you wouldn't be trying to dodge a question.
You have to ask
It's
the question.
difficult for you
Answer
to
my
answer.
question. No, you answer
Look,
mine.
I think if you, I'm sure you can have that conversation directly with the South African government if you want to.
Tensions between South Africa and the US have been in the spotlight both globally and on social media since Donald Trump took office in January. Some critics say South Africa-born Tesla CEO Elon Musk is quietly influencing US foreign policy. It's been blow by blow for South Africa. Firstly, Trump cut millions in HIV funding and expelled the South African ambassador for calling him a white supremacist. Now, to cool things down, both countries have put forward proposals to ease tensions. Now, at the center are two conditions. One, Elon wants to lower tariffs on Tesla imports into South Africa. And two, in return, South Africa wants Tesla to build EV charging stations across the country. Of course, there's a catch. Trump is reportedly demanding that US companies be exempt from South Africa's racial equity laws, which are designed to address past injustices. Now, this could clash with black economic empowerment laws, which require foreign-owned companies like Tesla and Starlink to sell 30% of their local stake in historically disadvantaged groups. A trade deal, a tech titan, and two clashing visions of equity. What will it take to keep these ties from breaking? We'll have to wait and see.